Hello, viewer. This is me, and this is my contraption that you are here to see. So, let's get right into it, shall we? This is an auto casting table for AE2 and Tinker's Construct. This is where we're using the Feed the Beast Beyond mod pack. So, how does this work? So, the way it works is this comparator sends a redstone pulse whenever it detects something that has finished being cast, because when it is in the middle of being cast, it isn't considered an item in the inventory, and the cast itself does not count either, which is something that has actually been annoying me, but is incredibly useful for this little bit. So when it finishes casting, when it's all dried off and everything, that will trigger. That will make this flip. That means that this redstone pulse won't go out. So nothing more can be poured. And then this comparator, and so when this flips, it'll send a redstone pulse down here, which will in turn make these. It'll activate this, which will make it extract fluid from the tank and put it into the P2P tunnel, which takes it back over to my tank over here to get reused. So basically, when this is empty again, it will send out another pulse, because when it gets full, it'll send out a pulse which will cancel that, and then when it gets empty, it'll stop sending out that pulse, so it'll send out another pulse that'll flip this backwards. Okay, I hope that made sense. So the AE side of the things, we have a bottler here, and AE just sticks a universal fluid cell in it and gets out a thing with the molten iron in it, which it will then stick in here as part of the recipe. So the recipe is actually just registered on the pressurized fluid tank. And then this import bus is kind of important. It takes the empty cells out of the fluid tank and puts them back in the network to be used again. Yeah, I think that's everything. So let's do a little demonstration here. So I'm gonna do the iron ingots because that's what's loaded in right now. You can only craft them one at a time, because if there's more, because of the way the redstone circuitry works, if there's more, it'll... Okay, so look at this. So the way this is working is, boom, it detected it, and now it emptied that, and now it reset it to idle, and the ingot has gone into the inventory. It happens a little quick, which I guess is good. So now we're going to do it with the sword. Excuse me. So there, and so note this one uses 3 universal fluid cells, because the sword has a material cost of 8, which means it requires the equivalent of 8 liquid ingots. Somewhere I got the impression that a single ingot was 144 millibuckets from this. However, the math doesn't... Actually, the math does check out. No, well, yeah. Yeah, I think the math actually does check out on that. Because what is 8 times 144? 800, and then you got 44, so that's like about another thing. So anyways, I'll look that up later. But anyways, the math does check out somehow. So yeah, so you just put the... so it's going to craft the fluid cells, and that's going to craft that. So we're going to start that. It's crafting fluid cells right now. Give it a second. And there it goes. So note this has powered that off. It takes a few seconds, because if it does it too fast, then this gets triggered again prematurely, because I was originally using ender conduits to take it from here to there. But that actually moved it too fast, so the AE network couldn't put in all the liquid before it had finished casting, so then it would be empty again, and then it would send another pulse prematurely to the other side. So there we go. Boom. Boom. And we're done. It's all ready to go. Yeah, and you can do this with any metal you want, as long as you have the cell for it. As long as it's in cell form, the AA network can just stick it in there. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm very curious on how I can make it swap out the things automatically, to swap out the casts. So if you have any ideas on that, definitely let me know. And have a wonderful day.